Hey everyone, it's Jessie. So, I decided to start vlogging again. And by vlogging again, I mean trying to post stuff on a semi-regular basis instead of 2 posts in a summer and then sporadically after. So, right now, I am walking around my campus, which I go to SNU, so by the way, anyone who doesn't realize that we have an actual campus, we do. I'm on it. That is a dorm building. Those are apartments. One of them is mine. That's the soccer field. I'm walking towards the athletic complex. Cause yeah. So I decided I want to start vlogging again because I am going to be on campus all summer. I work on campus and I also got an internship in downtown Manchester. So being on campus was just easier than commuting from Boston to here, especially when I don't have a car or a license. So, yeah, let's go on the field. So basically with my vlogs, it's going to be just straight up me talking to my phone, going about my day, like I'm now walking on the soccer field, because today's International Student Check-In. So I'm usually used to the campus being pretty quiet and empty, minus the drastic amount of construction that's going on because they are tearing down some dorm buildings. They are building other buildings. It's kind of like that all the time. I don't think there's been a single year I've been here that something wasn't in construction, which is fine. At least we have new stuff. So, since I'm on campus all summer, and it took me till, Friday night to realize all of my friends were moving out, logically I knew this. I knew they were all leaving. Emotionally, I was in denial. I didn't realize how hard it was going to be living in an apartment that I used to share with my closest friends, 3 of which are now graduating. So that sucks. Oh hey, I found a lighter. Whoop. So I'm just on the bleachers. So with all of them being gone, and 90% of the campus being gone, I am left with no choice other than to, watch Netflix and work. And now I'm talking to my phone and walking around campus. So currently, I hear lots and lots of construction. Here's some birds, that's nice. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk around and show the people that are not SNU students, that only know SNU from our commercials with a guy driving around giving out diplomas, which I don't think really actually happens because we have an online graduation for online students. That is Saturday at 1 p.m. because the other graduation for campus students at 10, which I'll be watching some of my best friends and my brother graduate. You see, a little backstory on myself. I came to college in 2013, so technically I should be graduating now. But Jessie being Jessie, I switched my major junior year, added an extra semester, but that means I get to be around all this for another semester. See right behind me, this is my favorite spot to sit and smoke and hang out with my friends. On a really nice day, it's gorgeous. It's my favorite place to be. I'm trying to figure out where to go next because I work in there. I'm not sure if I want to walk by the window holding my phone and talking to myself where my boss could see me. I hear lots of people. Grounds people tending to the grounds. Alright, brick building behind me is Robert Frost. Most classes, well, I shouldn't say that. Some classes are in there. Most of my classes, because I'm a psychology major, And creative writing majors are usually in there as well. Usually if you're business or something of that sort, suck, you're down in Webster, which is all the way down a hill, like on the other side of campus. Depending on where you live, could be a 10-minute walk. Behind me is a door I actually can't enter because it's an emergency door, but that is where the pub is located, where you will find me and my friends on most days. Let's see who's out and about. There's a UPS truck. All right. Oh, the grass looks really nice. I must have redid it. Over there, the giant lawn. That is a green space, which used to be a parking lot. So instead of paving paradise and putting up a parking lot, they reversed that. So it's really pretty. It looks really, really green. They must have really just did this because we called it the yellow space for a little while because all the grass was dead. Beep, beep, beep. All right, so that's the student center. You can find wellness is where I work. Student affairs. Oh, hey, raindrop. The coffee place, one of the coffee places on campus, is in there, which is my saving grace and why I live. The pub is also in there, which the pub is literally just couches, a pool table, and you can have events in there, and they have free snacks. And it really is actually starting to rain. So, we're gonna walk this way because, oh, pretty tree. So, other than that, oh hey! That program was interrupted by my old RD coming up and hugging me, which is nice. He's a nice person. I have this joke with him from, like, God, my freshman year it had to be, where me and my friend were talking, and she said, nice, nice. And he looked over, he goes, did you just tell me I have a nice ass? And so whenever I see him now, I go, nice, nice, and he's just like, fuck off, basically. All right, so this behind me is the new green center, different from the green space because it's not a lawn. Most things that were in Exeter, which is just a business building, moved in there. So we have the Women's Center now, which is, you know, not just for women, but like the GE meetings are held in there. Why can't I remember anything else that's in there? Oh, like diversity, international student, veteran lounge, stuff like that. All right, so you're gonna see another brick building back there. That is Washington Hall. I lived there my sophomore year. It's like actually raining now, but I like it, it's nice. That brick building, really big fan of bricks, is hospitality, where culinary majors will go. Try not to be hit by a car. We actually are like a giant parking lot in places. So, wow, they're really tearing everything down. Like they're tearing down a bunch of dorm buildings, like down in lower suites, which is what we call the ghetto. It's behind the parking lots. It's behind the apartments where I live, and they're really crappy dorms. I'm glad they're getting rid of them, but like they're fencing off everything. So interesting. I don't even know where I'm gonna walk now because things are in the way. So yeah, Stark Hall, where SNU classes are usually held, and yeah, I don't actually know what other classes are held there except SNU classes. And SNU classes are transitional classes. So when you first come to SNU, you take SNU 101, which is basically, here's how you college. Fly birdies. Then if you're a transfer student, you have to take SNU 202, but if you're not a transfer, you don't have to. Then if you are a junior, you take SNU 303, which is basically, here's how you write a cover letter, here's how you do a resume, here's how you do an interview, here's a mock interview where you have to actually pretend to interview with somebody, which, you know, super pleasant. Mine was on my birthday, so that sucked. To be fair, I accidentally clicked my birthday as one of the options, so I forgot it was my birthday. SNU 404 is basically a repeat of SNU 303 that, you know, is really a good way to piss off seniors. So, wow, a lot more people around than I thought there would be. Because it's, super fun to be walking across campus, talking to yourself. I'm trying to figure out where to go because everything's like fenced off. I guess they are really starting construction. I guess I'll just go back the way I came. So, and across the street, which I am not feeling like walking all the way to, maybe next time I'm over there I'll start a video and talk about it, but that's where the new library is that they started building my freshman year and just finished last year, the year before. I had class there last spring, so sometime around there. We have the dining hall, because you need food and to eat things. Then they have a new building, which they named after somebody with a German last name, so I cannot pronounce it, and I'm not going to try. But it's basically the new admin building. There's career development, there's admissions. I've been in there once, so that's all I really know. There's the ACC, where most gaming majors or computer IT majors will be. They have lots of computer labs, lots of gaming software, so if you're a graphic design major, you can, make your things and stuff. They have this thing called Game Jam, where fall is 24 hours, spring is 48 hours. Well, you have either 24 hours, 48 hours to create a game. So basically, it's encouraging college students to drink a shit ton of Red Bull and coffee and sit in front of a computer for 48 hours and try to build something out of nothing, which is, in all fairness, pretty cool. I have visited people during Game Jam. It's kind of hilarious watching a bunch of gamers yell at each other about which way is the better way to make a character move or talk or breathe. All right, so I'm gonna go hide under a little indent in the wall with a bench and talk to you some more, even though I'm in the center of everything. So people come by and see me talking on my phone. It's gonna be pretty funny. Yeah, this is the green center little alcovey thing. This is outside. I don't know why this is outside like this, but it is. So on East Side, which is across the street, currently I'm on West Side. Love West Side. It's kind of the hub of campus. When you're on East Side, it's a bit of a farther walk. So those are the public buildings on the East Side, but East Side also has 5 dorm buildings. One is Tuckerman, which my freshman year, it was the first year it was open. The paint hadn't even finished drying. So, and it was an all freshman dorm. So that was something. Yeah, that was an interesting year for SNU. And then they have the pods, which are Hampton and Windsor, where you have, it's literally a cluster of rooms and a shared bathroom and a shared living area with more clusters of rooms. So in each pod is a 6-person. There's 2 doubles and 2 singles. You have 2 showers, 2 sinks, and a toilet. And if you go out, there's a huge common area with couches and a table. That's about it. Then if you go further back, there is the East Side Apartments, which are Lincoln and Conway, which are 4-people apartments. You get 4 single rooms, a living room, and a kitchen and a bathroom with a full bath. So my apartment is set up kind of like the pods, only I get a kitchen, and there's only 1 shower. And I live with 5 other girls, which I love. I love them dearly, mostly. Don't put 5 girls together in an apartment for a year. That's just asking for trouble. I think that's a mosquito. Please don't touch me. But yeah. So this is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'm not going to give you guys a tour every time, but I'm just going to talk at you about my life and its going-ons. I'm starting that internship, and I'm terrified because I have to be an adult. By the way, sorry I look like shit, but I'm not also at the same time, because I thought about it. I should take a shower, put some makeup on, and put on a cute shirt. And I was like, well, most days I'm probably going to end up looking like this regardless. This is my go-to. And I wake up 10 minutes before work, which my work, as you saw, was super close by, so I can wake up 10 minutes and still get there early. Yeah, I'm probably gonna look like this every day except for when I go to my internship. Now back to my internship. I am terrified. It's a new experience. I'm also terrified because I'm living on campus alone for the first time ever, or living alone for the first time ever, where I'm not in walking distance of my best friends. So it's interesting, and I also just need something to do because I get out of work at 1 and I don't start my internship till next week, so afternoons this whole week I have like nothing to do whatsoever, which sucks. So I decided I'm just gonna walk around and talk to a phone. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I will see you next time on basically my virtual diary. I'll figure out a send off. Bye guys.